Welcome to Storytime English, where learning meets inspiration. Here, we don't just teach English. We share stories that touch hearts and build confidence. Whether you're just starting out or looking for daily motivation, you're in the right place. If you want to speak English and feel inspired every day, you're in the perfect place. Subscribe now, and let's grow your English with stories that stay with you forever. Mr. Arvind was an English teacher in a small-town school. He was known for his strict rules and serious face. He always wore neat clothes, walked straight, and spoke only in English. He wanted every student to speak perfect English. If anyone made a mistake, he corrected them loudly in front of the class. Students feared him. They respected him, but also avoided him. One day, a new boy entered the class. His name was Ravi. He looked nervous. He had a torn shirt, old shoes, and no bag. He held a small notebook in his hand. His eyes looked scared and tired. He stood at the door, unsure what to do. Mr. Arvind looked at him and said, "Why are you late and unprepared? Speak in English." Ravi opened his mouth but said only, "Sir, sorry." The class laughed. Mr. Arvind shook his head and said, "This is not a village. You must work hard here." Ravi quietly walked to the last bench. He sat alone. Other students didn't talk to him. They laughed at his clothes and weak English. But Ravi didn't say anything. He looked at his old notebook and started reading. He wanted to learn. He wanted to change his life. Every day, Mr. Arvind taught with pride and power. He explained grammar and long poems in English. Many students listened, but few understood deeply. Ravi listened quietly, trying to understand every word. At home, he had no books, no internet, and no light. He studied under a dim lamp with torn pages. He practiced reading out loud, alone in his small room. Even when tired, he did not give up. One day, Mr. Arvind gave homework to write an essay. "My Dream in Life." Ravi wrote his essay with his heart. He wrote simple words but full of meaning. He wrote, "I want to become a teacher like Arvind, sir. I want to help poor students like me." Mr. Arvind read the essays at home. He saw many neat papers. Then he read Ravi's. The grammar was weak, but the feeling was strong. Still, he circled the mistakes in red. He wrote, "Not good, you must improve." He didn't see the small tear mark on the page. Ravi had cried while writing it. A week later, a speaking test was held. Each student had to speak for 1 minute. Ravi stood up when his name was called. He walked to the front with a shaking hand. He began, "Good morning, my name is Ravi." In his second sentence, he made a small mistake. Some students giggled. Mr. Arvind stopped him. "You are not ready. Sit down." Ravi's face turned red. He sat down quietly. After class, Arvind called him and said, "You want to become a teacher? First learn to speak properly." That night, Ravi didn't eat dinner. He stared at the roof, thinking, "Am I not good enough?" he asked himself. But he still picked up his notebook and practiced. One day during lunch, a girl named Meena came to Ravi. She said, "You try hard, I can help you." Ravi smiled. It was the first kind word he had heard. Meena started helping him every day. She corrected his English softly. She never laughed at his mistakes. Slowly, Ravi's confidence grew. He began to speak better. He began to hope. After a month, an English speech competition was announced. Students from all schools could join. The winner would get a scholarship. Mr. Arvind chose 5 students, but not Ravi. Ravi felt sad but asked Meena, "Can I still go and watch?" Mina said, "Let's try. I believe in you." They practiced secretly after school. Mina helped him with his tone and grammar. Ravi worked harder than ever before. On the competition day, one student fell sick. Arvind asked, "Anyone else ready?" Ravi stood up and said, "Sir, I am ready." Arvind looked surprised but nodded. Ravi walked to the stage. His hands were cold. He remembered Mina's help and his mother's smile. He began, "Good morning. My name is Ravi. I come from a village with no big schools, but I came here to learn. I may not speak perfect English, but I try, and I speak from my heart." The whole hall was silent. Arvind looked at Ravi with new eyes. Ravi said, "One day I want to teach, because teachers should build futures, not break dreams." The crowd clapped loudly. Some even stood up. Later the winners were announced. Third prize, not Ravi. Second prize, not Ravi. First prize, Ravi from city school. The hall exploded with claps. Ravi walked to the stage. Mr. Arvind was there. He smiled and shook Ravi's hand. No words were needed. Back at school, Mr. Arvind called the class. He said, "I made a mistake. I judged too early. From now, I will support every student who tries." Everything changed after that. Ravi became a helper for other students. He taught those who were weak. Arvind changed too. He became kind and understanding. He saw that mistakes are part of learning. Years passed. Ravi finished his studies with top marks. He got a scholarship and became a teacher. On his last day at school, he met Arvind and said, "Thank you, sir." Many years later, in a small village school, a young English teacher stood in front of the class. It was Ravi. A small boy made a mistake. Other kids laughed. Ravi raised his hand and said, "Don't laugh. He is trying. That's what matters." The class went quiet. The boy smiled. And so did Ravi. The story had come full circle. The student had become a teacher, but this teacher had learned the most important lesson of all. Never judge someone too early. If someone tries, support them. Don't judge too fast. Thank you for listening to Speak with Story. Subscribe for more English stories.